Anyone but Rolts? No! Jungle Rolts? Thank you. Oh god, I can't lane with a Rolts. Anything but the Rolts. I'll help you out later, but I can't help you now. You're useless. Man, that's Scorch you. Why'd I end before bees? I never look at the time. Damn, why'd I... Oh, I used my flash. Oh! I don't even have anything to score. Alright, look, we can't int anymore, man. Trevenant's one, Trevenant one, Trevenant one. Trevenant's one, Trevenant's one. Give me this. We gotta take these bees, we gotta take these bees. The Pokemon, the Pokemon. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. I was like, especially we have a Gengar and a freaking Curly. Y'all need so much XP. We need so much XP. Where's my team? Maybe I shouldn't have left them. No, 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 no! The Unite. Stand up. Stand up. I'm itching. I should have picked up the shit. Why is he going in? He died. What happened? Damn, he hit us. I shouldn't have used this right here. Damn, that goes to our base. That's a game, boys. That's a game. Dude, this is tough. This is tough. And I thought my team was inting. Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby, Dooby Scooby, Scooby Dooby.
And because I know the fact that you think about it, you kind of look at it, it's causing you to think a little bit. And it is really so because most people, they're not themselves. They're someone else or something else, right? They're not individuals. They live outwardly, thinking that they live inwardly. When they see that they're following it outwardly, they steal excuses away. You gotta get to know yourself.
You got to.
If you truly want to live and stay on that straight and narrow path, and this year is become your own man. Your own man. Follow us on Gab, Rumble, and Trovo. Gab, Rumble, and Trovo. You can also listen on the listen line at TalkStream Live.
On the listen line.
Listen on the listen line there at TalkStream Live, 717-567-4971. 717-567-4971.
Are we calling lanes?
We're screaming
No.
on Odyssey.
Dude, as much as I want to use Showbow, I don't think it's that good.
ODYSEE.com/@Jesse Lee Peterson.
I think you get more out of just the damage.
So we had the winter storm last night. It was amazing. It really was. And for some of the ladies who have been working at it for a while, I can definitely see a change in them. If you stay with it, folks, I don't care what color you are, male or female, rich or poor, or whatever. If you stay on that path, no matter what happens along the way, a change will
Give
come.
me your worst. No, don't give me your worst.
It really will. But if you allow yourself to be thrown off the road by looking to the left,
Jungle Wiggly.
looking behind,
Jungle Wiggly.
you're not gonna make it. You might as well hang it up. You might as
He's
well
not
hang it
jungle.
up. You're worshiping the devil because you're not staying in the real reality. You've been thrown off. And you're going to always have people outside of you trying to do that because they're thrown off with them. Otherwise, they will realize they're thrown off. So amazing meeting last night. Thank you, ladies, for showing up. And by the way, a couple of the ladies gave me a nice little gift. Look, amazing. And this is from Marcy and Lupe. Marcy and Lupe. And so it's an Easter bear. And the reason they gave me a white one instead of a brown one is because they have heard me say, and it's true, I'm white on the inside, black on the outside. So thank you guys. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate it. Amazing. Well, I put it right next to the Great White Hope. Right next to the Great White Hope. Do you think the Great White Hope will be back one day as president? Will he be back, come back one day as the president? There's one line open if you want to jump in there, 888-775-3773. 888-77-Jesse. It's Friday. It's Get It Off Your Chest Day. It is whatever is on your mind. Express yourself Friday.
You talk like a mug. You need to go and get yourself bleached because everything you say about black people and you're sitting up there looking like a tar baby.
It might sound like a semantics argument, but he's a gray alien.
frozen pot.
What a nutbag.
Brown is accused of walking into the campaign headquarters of Louisville mayoral candidate Craig Greenberg, firing off several shots, including one that grazed the candidate's shirt. Brown's $100,000 bond was paid in cash by the Louisville Community Bail Fund.
With the younger children starting in pre-K, we talk about their bodies, about the parts that they were born with, and whether that makes somebody a boy or a girl, but also their feelings. By second grade, we move on explicitly to gender identity and talk about it again in terms of your head and your heart and your body parts matching up. And does that work for you?
I'm putting this on fully lit.
What a mess. What a mess. And by the way, that I've been told that Louisville funding thing that they got this guy out of prison, out of jail with.
Ooh, why is my talent flame hinting on me? Why? 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 There's no one here watching this. Dude, the talent flame sat there and watched me die. It's like, that's what people do to God, man. Y'all just, guys over here trying to help you, and you just nothing? You're gonna give up nothing? Wow.
And they're just falling for it.
He can't help you if you don't fucking do anything.
Amazing. We'll get to that story later. We will get to that story later.
Oh my gosh,
It
I'm the only
is,
one here for bees.
A spiritual battle, folks. A warfare between good and evil. Right versus wrong. Good versus evil. Right versus wrong. I'm telling you, it has nothing to do with color. Nothing to do with it at all. So all these people that join Sorrow, these DAs, and this attempt to destroy America, it's spiritual attempt. So
Where did my team go? Why are you down here? Oh my
goes
god.
after the most angry
Are you joking?
people
You're
in
a
order to
slow
destroy
bro,
America.
bro.
If you have no anger, he can't use you. You wouldn't fall for it. Really. He goes, I remember after the angry people, I remember when they first started a union. I saw this documentary recently, about a year or so, where they wanted to start
The talent flame just let me die. I'm not about to support him anymore. He's our only attacker. I gotta find the fucking Sylvie on him.
Stuff, right? And they looked for the blacks who were angry in that so-called movement, which should have never happened. And they used the angry blacks in order to, at least for one of the unions or some of the unions, to bring the union forward. And I remember,
I didn't even get it.
At one time I worked as
He united me.
a union representative, union steward, when I worked at the hospitals, and I became really good at it, right? And so eventually the union asked me to come work for them, to be a union organizer. And so I became a union organizer. And that's when I learned the ins and outs of the union, how it really worked. And the one thing they do teach you is whenever you want to organize something, go to the location where the union is not located and look for the angry person, the one that is complaining about the company, who's complaining about their boss or bosses. And if they, and then because most of the time the angry person is the one that's doing the less work. They're late for work, they don't show up a lot, and they complain about having to do the work. And so we went and we would look for those kind of people, and they would join forces with us, and then they would help get us inside the location that we were trying to organize. And then we would talk to more angry people and have a meeting on.
How'd he die? What the hell?
Because you teach them what to say and what to do once they get in. It's the angry person, folks. You got to overcome the anger. All angry people are brainwashed. I never understood that before until recently. Over the years, you know. All angry people are brainwashed, and they don't know it. They don't know that they are worshippers of darkness. Even while pretending to be worshippers of God, pretending to have love of the heart, they don't have it. Because of their anger, they don't see that. It's amazing what anger can do. The darkness of anger. And as we talked about somewhat last night, a little bit, anger is hatred. Hatred is evil. It's pure, downright evil, and it runs deep. And when you have anger, you don't see the depthness, the depths of how much you're deceived until God changed the heart, and then He allow you to see in the darkness what's going on. When you see it, you overcome it. And it's not like you can't make yourself overcome it. Seeing it causes you to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently there is a lower level of seeing things, an intellectual level, because you can, you know, I say, hey, watch when you get angry, right? And you see the anger come up intellectually, but if it's not revealed to you, it doesn't change. Nothing changes. Isn't that amazing? Because only the spirit of the heart, which is of God, can change the darkness of Satan. So you can intellectually learn about watching yourself, but not spiritually perceive what you intellectually learned. It's crazy how that works, but it's a spiritual battle. It really, 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 really is. And for me to be telling you this is mind-blowing. Because if I didn't see it going on within myself and outside of me and others, I wouldn't understand it, to be honest with you. I don't have sense enough to understand this. What the? I just don't. It's a spiritual battle, so that's why I'm telling you. I've been doing this now for 32 years. Well, Bond is 32 now. The nonprofit organization Bond, 32 years old as of this month.
Dude, I
had
can't believe
no
we
idea
lost.
what would happen with Bond when I first started it. I knew no one. It was just me. And I trembled when I held the first meeting and the second meeting. I didn't know what was going on. What the?
He said, I didn't know what's going on. What the? He said, because I didn't know what was going on. What the?
All of you who are overcoming around the world, not just here in the USA, because the spirit is the same. The cause and the effect is the same. You got to overcome bitterness. Your heart must change to love. Salvation is of the heart. It's funny how people read that in the New Testament and they still don't get it. Salvation is of the heart. You must be born again. God said He would change the heart from stone to love. He is love. And if you're not of love, you're wasting your time. What does it profit you that you gain the world and lose your soul? You must be of the heart.
Of the heart.
And heart. When the heart changes, it loves even its enemy. You cannot, it's impossible to hate when your heart has been changed to love. And now the Father is guiding you. You start to guide you instead of your daddy Satan. Amazing me last night. And it was all worth it. I ended up going to bed late, but believe me, to see souls return to the Father is all worth it. It really, really is. So thank you, ladies, for showing up. So every third Thursday night is the women's forum. First Thursday night of the month, men's forum. Second, and then Sunday for everybody. Everybody.
They said we're gonna do Eldagoss top.
Jesse. gotta take a quick
Aegis
break.
slash jungle, and then the rest of it we'll just go bot. Okay. I'm glad I'm running wise glasses for the clears. Now look how fast I'm clearing this.
I totally disagree with the way things are going, but you can't be angry because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to control you. They do things to make you mad so they can control you. It's like being married, and the wife would do things to make you mad, or she'll do things
They
to
all
make you
went
feel
top,
good.
bro.
And men do that to women too when they want something from the woman, especially sex. They make her feel good, or they'll make her angry. And the woman's gonna have sex. You don't want to be angry. You want to speak up. You want to disagree with what's going on. It's wrong, but do not be angry. Then you
How did I get
fear,
3?
You won't have doubt. You won't have worries. You'll be able to see, but you gotta stay away from anger. That's why you must forgive your mothers and your fathers so that you can overcome the spirit of anger. It's a spirit and it's wicked. Nothing good in anger because it has no love. You need love to defeat evil. Love is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's from God. It's His nature. All right, folks, welcome back. Open Line Friday, 888-77-JESSE. We're having church on Sunday for all. Doors open at 10:30. Church starts at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you are not able to come in, you know, live in the LA area, or you just can't make it with whatever, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com. Rebuildingtheman.com and watch it live in 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rebuildingtheman.com/church. Rebuildingtheman.com/church. All right, let me go to Ernie, first time caller out of Oklahoma. Ernie, get it off your chest. You're on the air.
Hello, Tony. How you doing? Well,
All is
I
well.
have nothing to get off my chest. It's just I've been listening to you. My son turned me on to you. And here I am. I'm 64 years old. I've had 9 children with the same woman.
Nice.
Yeah, but now I'm listening to you, and I'm like, I'm beta.
Beta bear.
And I'm like, no, I don't want to be. So lately, you know, it's been in my heart to turn to the Father.
Right on.
So I think it's kind of perfect timing because now that I'm trying, and I'm doing really well, I think, but the woman does not understand, you know, the submission part.
Did he not get the rodent? What's
I've been
happening?
there for her all these years, 31 years marriage, you know.
Right on.
And now that I'm trying, and I started listening to you, I realized what my problem was. And it's not just watching your show, but these are all the things. Everything you're saying is like spot on. Like, what do I do now? I'm 64. The woman is a good woman. She thinks she is, but
They caught me.
No such thing as a good woman.
Because our Charmeleon left.
And I do love her, you know, and I tell her I try to be as loving as I can, but now it's just a lot of stuff, drama going on in my life, and I'm just really happy to hear you talk to people like that because it's spot on. We don't return to the Father. Now, my father and mother,
What are you doing?
I forgive my
What are
father
you
for
doing?
being weak. He was weak. They divorced since I can remember. And I married my mother. You know what I mean? I just realized that now.
Yeah.
And so this born again, this morning I woke up thinking about being born again, and I read I teach. I try to do the great commission with everyone I meet. It's I've gone through rounds of alcoholism, addictions in my past, as a youth, and in the marriage, there's a lot.
Where are you going?
I've been from church to church.
Where is this Charizard going, bro?
The Father, we make him our head, and we can't be a head over our wives.
Yeah.
They won't have it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So I don't think there's anything you could tell me that would try to get me on the right path other than what you're saying. I mean, everything you said, spot on with it. Some men don't like it, some women don't like it. I can't find fault with it.
And so your question for me is what?
No, I just wanted to say thank you.
Right on, right on. So, how is your wife dealing with the fact that you started to see your weakness and in seeing them, you're overcoming them? How is she handling that?
Well, she's not handling it too well. She, up to a certain point, the minute I'll make a decision. Let's say the other day we were going to have a demolition thing on the land. And I said, well, I'm going to pray about it because I don't want it done a certain way. She said, no, this is the way to go. This is the way. She kept overpowering me, over-talking me. And then finally I gave in, got the crew she wanted, and it wasn't a whole bunch. $400 or $500 later, they left the mess.
Yeah.
And this is just one example. There's so many. Every time she needs a project, where I fund the project, or whatever, a garden or whatever. And I watch how she stealthily takes it over. The thing doesn't get done the way it should have been. It could have been because I was weak, because
Absolutely.
I was a pagan.
Every time the man listens to the woman, he suffers.
Yeah.
What made you cave in knowing that you should not give in to it? You already have examples that she doesn't know what she's doing. What made you cave with this particular situation?
Well, the need that we do have, the need to demolish the thing, and so I thought, well, I'm busy, I work. Even though I'm 64 and retired, I'm a mechanic, rotary mobile solution mechanic. I take care of large companies. I'm busy.
Right.
So to come in, I think, well, maybe I need somebody to help me, And so woman's supposed to be my helpmate. Whereas she become the contractor, she become the architect, she's everything that she's not supposed to be. So, and we have some boys living here with us, and they're not doing good. And I try to be the alpha when I talk to them, and they tell me right to my face.
There's no one here. There's no one here. There's literally no one here. Where's my team?
And so when I try to be the alpha, then they watch it, but then they see how it doesn't matter.
Where was my team? They're actually getting KOs. What the fuck? They're actually getting KOs. We actually got zapped.
All these years together, the kids are all grown up pretty much. The boys have come back because they can't make it. Some of them can't make it out there. And I think, well, what do I do? What can I do now? Do I leave her now and just follow the Father? Because that's part of what I've been wanting to do too. And I just feel like I don't. There's no one to leave other than my land and whatever I have where I can give it all up. I came with nothing, and I'll leave it with nothing. It doesn't matter.
So you've been wanting to leave your wife?
Well, yeah, leave them, the kids, because the rebellion was too much for me. And my trying to return to the Father has really sparked a lot of anger among all of it. They're all disrespectful. And there's times they're really nice. I'm not going to lie to you. There's times it looks like everything's going good as long as the old man keeps his mouth shut.
Amazing. Well, you're blessed, man. You're blessed to see this and to see what's going on with you. That's the beginning of overcoming it. And I mean, I don't see why, I'm not there, of course, but I don't see why you need to leave your wife to wake up. And so you see now you've married your mother, and you married your mother because of the anger that you had toward your mother. And even though she's dead,
Dude,
Once
my
you
team
see
was
that you
literally
cannot help
BMing me,
yourself with this
and we
anger,
still
You
won.
couldn't stand up. You can't stand up. You can't deal with your wife. And your kids have turned against you for
I
the
don't
most part.
understand the damage.
Just know that you can't help yourself, and you will see that your mother and your father, because your father could not deal with your mother right, that's why you became like your mother. She opposed him. And so just realize they couldn't help themselves. They loved you the best they could or did the best, but they couldn't help it. That will cause you to forgive your mother, and then you will forgive your father for not protecting you from her, because you see how you are married to your mother, and the same trouble you're having, your father had them too with your mother, with his wife. And so it will cause you to forgive your earthly father, and you will return to God, and just keep your eyes on yourself, and don't fight it at all. Just totally be in, and let God change you. The light of God will change you. Once He changes your heart, He will change you. All the other stuff that goes on the inside, He will take that away, and you'll be fine. And if your wife stays, she'll be fine. But if she leaves, whatever, right? You
Yeah, she didn't leave. She left God. She was waiting. But when we were talking about my change, during my Christian walk, I felt many times because I followed a prophet many years ago. I don't know if you ever remember him, Archie Stare out in the Carolinas.
No.
It's called The Overcoming Ministry. You remind me much of him because he spoke much like him. But we'll leave him aside.
Right.
He wasn't a man of God. He was so, but he could preach it.
But
But I'm watching you, and I'm watching you, and you're preaching it, and I'm like, this is exactly what it should have been like.
Yeah, and the reason you see where I'm coming from is that God is drawing you back unto Him. And because no human being can make you see the truth.
Double support.
It's impossible. But if you want a change, you want to know the truth, He will awaken that inside of you. And then He will guide, yes. And so you see,
Oh, yeah.
He's allowing you to see. And so
What I have to do with my parents, I've never hated my parents, and I can tell sorry about my mother beat me, but every day she beat me.
Okay, boys. Eldagoss. I usually go bot lane, but chances going bot lane, so I'm gonna go top lane. We're gonna support our greeting. Support our greeting, boys. Support our greeting. Hold on. I gotta practice my commentary. That's why I got it pure silent. Alright? That's not why it's pure silent. It's pure silent because I turned off the game volume or recorded game audio in my capture card, and I don't know how to turn it back on. But don't worry, I could listen to the. No, actually, it'll never work. Yeah. But anyway, we gotta focus, boys. Damn it. I'm missing crabs. It's okay. It's okay. Secure the palms. Secure the palms. Oh, it's a freaking rally. Oh, good. We're so good. You can't stop me. They stopped me. And they're both ranged attackers. I can't get away. Where is my team? I don't know. We're gonna steal a score in bot lane. Blissey, you'll protect me, right? Help me. Look how much health we have. We didn't even get the bees. We lost so much. We lost so much. Why do they do so much damage? Yeah, I misplayed that. Damn it. I can't go down. Oh. Why is he backing? Dude, I hate when my teammates run in the stupidest way. Like, they run in the most stupid way. I'm like, how can I follow that? Look, we still have a Suave. What are you doing? That makes me want to play Grident, though. Just seeing one makes me want to play Grident. Practice my invade. Why are you backing? Oh my god. I'm dead now. Oh, he's at full health running away. I'm like, what? What? The Suavette's trying to take on a fucking... Oh, he's just hiding? Oh.
Right on.
Man, he was, you know.
Well, don't think about leaving your wife though. If she leave, let her go. It'll be on her and not you because. And if she stays, now that you're waking up, and
got
you're
one
coming
shot.
back to the order of
I
God,
got one
God in
shot.
Christ,
Somebody
Christ is
surrender.
man over woman and woman over children. She has a chance now to overcome. But if she leave because she can't handle the truth, she's losing control over you. That's on her. But she needs you to be right so she can overcome the hell that's in her.
Right.
And so if she
Well,
leaves,
I take her back to the garden all the time. Every time we have an argument, and I take her back to it. We had this discussion yesterday. I said, my one son said, well, Eve was deceived. It wasn't the man. I said, well, you know what?
yeah.
He blamed it on the woman. They started pointing at other fingers, and I said, you know.
Whether it's his mama, his girlfriend, his fiance, his wife, he gonna suffer. Ain't no way around it.
Yeah, mankind is the way it is because of that one incident. And they try to tone it down and smooth it out and wrinkle it out. And you know, even saying the Proverbs says that wisdom is a woman. And boy, they jump on that bandwagon real quick. The women do, you know.
Yeah, because
it's
the hardest thing in the world for a woman to do is to admit that she is wrong. And the reason for that is because her God is Satan. God is the God above is the man's God, and the God below is the woman's God. So that nature of Satan is coming through the woman, and it's all ego. And the hardest thing in the world for a woman to do is just admit, you know what, I'm wrong. My heart is wicked. If she ever did that, the change will come. But it's hard. It's hard for her to do that because they are dark.
Well, she can't. She can't. The kids see it too. So the kids play both sides for their own purposes. But I watch them.
Right on.
They won't do what she wants to do because, you know, the minute it's what she wants to do, then they'll blame me for letting her do this.
Yeah.
It's a big
I'm like, well, you let her do it. People have free will. You do what you want to do.
Amazing.
Amazing.
What did you say? And how can you say this to this woman? And I heard you talking to a chancellor, I think it was his mama. And boy, that was something else that had me going. I couldn't believe that woman wouldn't stop chattering. Well, that's no lie. That's exactly what it is. And she always had something to say to cover her, if I can say her butt, you know. And then I catch her in a lie, the kids catch her in a lie, and then she does it, and she thinks she's doing the right thing. But I said, no, you're lying. You said something I didn't say, and the kids caught you here, and I'm not going to let you get away with it. So I've become an alpha lately in front of the kids, but it's not enough. It's like, I don't know what to do.
Have you apologized to the children for letting their mother destroy them like that?
No, you know, that's exactly what was happening next. I'm going to, because I am guilty. I let this woman, all these years.
Yeah.
And I do love her, but I let her ruin everything. Everything that I let her take over, it gets ruined. And there are examples after examples. It's a little things like, I gave her some money. She needed a car, right? So she saw one in Marketplace. Her Hyundai went down. I said, well, what's it going to cost? She said, it's only going to cost $2,400. I said, okay. So give her the money, and her dad, he lives here on the land too. Don't start on that one. So they go up there, come back. They said, no, it was dirty. Well, I didn't give me the money back, and I didn't ask for it. So she goes out and buys another car and tells me she got it for $15. Well, she found out later she got it for $11. So, little things like that. And I said, what did you do with the money? Well, I needed it. I had to do this, I had to do that. And I said, see, you're not being righteous here. You're dumbing down things like you didn't do wrong. She won't admit she did wrong. And so little things like that, constantly. Nothing ever comes out the way it should.
That's right. You're blessed to be waking up to that, man. And so don't judge yourself for not standing up back then, because that happened then. It's over now. Now you're starting to wake up, and she might act out because she's all over you. Her ego lives off controlling you and the children and the cat, the dog, and everything, right? And so she might get really mean because she's losing control over you, and claim that you don't love her. You don't love me.
No. That's actually opposite. I'm the one telling her she don't love me. The situation's gotten worse on this now. I'm on an 8.5.
Yeah, well, women don't have love to give, so don't expect her to love you. Now that you return it to God, you're going to love her. All right?
Yeah.
So you're on the right track, Ernie. Just stay there, and as you're seeing, you will see that.
I appreciate everything you said and everything I've been watching. I'm saying to you, not just 75%, 85%. It's like 100% right on. That would be, to me, this is what I need. I don't need some wishy-washy preacher trying to make me feel good and tell me that, the woman, she walks alongside it. She don't walk behind you. I said, well, you know what? My body is on top of my head, and my body below is below.
That's right.
Absolutely. There's two heads in this house, and I said, but one of them's got to be severed because it seems to be mine right now.
Amazing.
And the decision needs to be made. Looks like you got to cut my head off to get what you want.
That's deep. Absolutely, man. Amazing. Ernie, well, as you're about to do, apologize to all your children for not protecting them from their mother. And at the time, you were just weak. You can stand up to her. You were trying to get something from her that she doesn't have, love or whatever. But don't resent yourself. yourself. Don't judge yourself. God doesn't judge us at all about anything because he knows that in that fallen state, we couldn't help ourselves, right? And so when you admit that you were wrong for not standing up and protecting them, eventually you're going to start seeing your children get better as well.
And that's what I'm hoping for. And I'm thankful for your show, and I hope that the men out there that are listening, I'm a 64-year-old beta, and I know it, and I don't want to be, so now it's called decision time. I'm more mature than most of these young people, but that don't mean I'm any smarter. Anybody can listen to you and see that's from God.
Yes, sir.
Bottom line.
Absolutely.
And if they can't see it, then that's their father, the devil.
I rest my case. Absolutely. You're totally right. Well, God bless you, Ernie. Call me again, all right?
I will. Thank you so much for your show, and God bless you. I love you, Lord.
You too, buddy. Thank you. Amazing. Josh is out of Georgia. There's a line open, 888-7753-773. Josh is out of Georgia. Georgia, on my mind. Josh, get it off your chest.
Hey, thanks for having me, Jesse. I was calling for the biblical question, man.
Is it hard to separate the you from the not you?
No, it's not.
And why do you say no?
I recognize that anything that, is from God, it's never, like, hard. It's never, like, difficult, or you got to put in all kind of effort. And what I do is, I believe in the thoughts sometimes, and then I try to fix it myself, and that's when it becomes hard. But I know that I usually catch it after I do it. I believe into the thought, and I struggle. I take action, and then I see it afterwards. So catching up to it, and I can just recognize that anything that's difficult or stressful or gives you anxiety, it's not from God.
Amazing. I appreciate that, Josh. I will put my little 2 cents in on Sunday. I want to hear from others about it first. And I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, man.
Have a good weekend.
Where's my team?
You too, buddy.
All right, now. Amazing.
Oh,
Super
dude.
chat.
Everybody's inting, bro.
All right. Good morning, Jesse.
There's no one
Morning,
playing
son.
the game.
How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
My eyes are sleepy because I went to bed so late last night. I had to get up early. my body's here, but my eyes are sleepy.
Right.
Amazing.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. We've got Canada Low. That's maybe how you pronounce that. No message. Thank you.
Thank you.
Joshua Boykin. No message. Thanks.
Thank you.
Madi Ubaldo says, happy birthday to Bond, Jesse, and crew. Love and appreciate you guys. Much love.
Amazing. Thank you. Appreciate that. Happy birthday to Bond. 32 years old. Can you imagine? Amazing. Thank you.
Ledge Klinger on Odyssey says, I hear the angels from Africa carry machetes. Can anyone confirm?
Well, apparently there are some angels coming from Mommy Africa, but I don't know about the machetes. Thank you.
Sharia 3000 on Streamlabs, responding to the biblical question.
Is it hard to separate the you from the not you?
Sharia 3000 says, no, it happens naturally once you're set in the foundation of stillness, which comes from doing the silent prayer and God.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're coming up on a break. We'll do the rest later. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all very, very much. 2 more hours to go, Open Live Friday, 2 more hours to go. I gotta take a break. Hake is coming in with the hake news, not the fake news, but the hake news. The guy with the good hair, back in a moment. recommend? I invite you to download my silent prayer.
I know some people have called in and they wonder if the silent prayer is working, and I just want to take a second and to tell them that it works. You just have to stick with it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I started doing before I even forgave my parents, and I was so depressed and suicidal at some times that I just would have to stop in the middle of my job or whatever I was doing and go into the silent prayer, and it really does help. Like, I don't have those anymore.
Amazing. You haven't seen anything yet. Doubt every thought. Bring every thought into captivity. Just let them all pass. Don't judge them. You haven't seen anything. It gets better and better and better and easier, easier, easier. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church.
Right back, but first, take news, not fake news. The Fallen State with the Joker of New Orleans. And yes, I pronounce it New Orleans. 12 noon to Pacific time today, thefallenstate.tv. It's going to premiere on the Fallen State YouTube channel. Also available on audio podcasts later, I think. Also, Anchor Baby's new show, Super Chat AnchorBabyTips.live, and you can watch it there if you want. 5 p.m. Pacific time tonight. Church with Jesse Lee Peterson, 11 a.m. Sunday Pacific time, rebuildingtheman.com/church. Mondays, President's Day. Some of you get a long weekend, I hear. Not us. We will be live is the plan. AFPAC 3 next week. AFPAC.events or rebuildingtheman.com/events or JesseLeePeterson.com/events. America First Political Action Conference 2022. JLP speaks there Friday, February 25th. Be there or be Red Square. Commie Americans accusing Russia of being what they are. This is Rich. Commie Nonsense Network CNN reports, as the world awaits Russia's next move along the border of the Ukraine, U.S. joke of a Secretary of State, speaking of jokers, Antony Blinken, says Moscow is laying the groundwork to justify starting a war. Oh no, that's you, Blinken, Obama Biden, am I right? And is preparing to launch an attack in the coming days. They say the 20th is the real concern of date, not the 16th, which accidentally already passed. That's their right, by the way, even if true. Where's Ron Paul when you need him? So what? I don't care. Nice. During a tense United Nations Security Council meeting yesterday, Antony Blinken said the U.S. so-called intelligence shows that Russia is moving towards an imminent invasion and not withdrawing troops despite Moscow's claims. Oh no, on their own soil. Blinken's comments followed President Sleepy Joe Biden's blunt warning that he believed an attack would happen within the next several days. That's a quote.
I should have united in. Do I have Buddy Bear here? I'm not even sure what I have. I should have united in.
To attack Ukraine.
Fuck.
The imaginary crisis in Ukraine has rattled investors.
I just want normal teammates, man. People are BMing.
Investors in the United States sending the Dow down 620
down,
points, the worst loss of the year for the index. Thanks, hype feeds. Not mentioned by CNN. Last I heard, like a week ago, Ukraine officials also were saying that Russia's not invading, and the U.S. talk is not helping them. It's hurting them, hurting their markets. Michael Tracy reported that anti-Trump rhino Congressman Darrell Issa, he went on ABC yesterday, I guess, and declared that Putin is also planning to invade Poland. And British Liberal reporter says exclusive senior UK government official helping the US propaganda machine. Figures believe that Putin has made up his mind to invade Ukraine. He's going to do it, and it's going to be horrendous. That's what a Whitehall source told the Times of UK. So be afraid. And a storm coming in here through the United States, especially back east, south, Midwest. Commie Nonsense Network CNN says a winter storm moving through the northeast U.S. today. More than 90 million people under high wind advisories. Snow and rain across at least 1,000 miles from Alabama to Maine. Dangerous for ground and air travel. From the Great Lakes to northern New England, expect more snow and icy sleet and freezing rain today, says the National Weather Service. 30-mile stretch of snowy highway. Wow. And the invasion. I'm going to have to tell you in Hake News at the end of hour 2, Biden's really pushing for the illegals to get benefits and get legal status. What a mess. I'm James Ake.
Not saying Black Beats or anything.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the second hour of the show. It is Friday, folks. Once again, yes, Friday. It is Open Line Friday. You can get involved by calling 888-77 53773 888-77 Jesse.
Oh no.
It is get it
I
off
want to
your
play
chest
video.
Friday. It is whatever is on your mind. Express yourself Friday.
You talk like a mug. You need to go and get yourself bleached, because everything you say about black people, and you're sitting up there looking like a tar baby.
It might sound like a semantics argument, but he's a great alien.
I wonder if you've been smoking pot.
Reinstate! Last Saturday! Reinstate! Last Saturday! Reinstate! Last Saturday!
What a nutbag.
Brown is accused of walking into the campaign headquarters of Louisville mayoral candidate Craig Greenberg, firing off several shots, including one that grazed the candidate's shirt. Brown's $100,000 bond was paid in cash by the Louisville Community Bail
Oh
Fund.
my god.
With the younger children starting in pre-K, we talk about their bodies, about the parts that they were born with, and whether that makes somebody a boy or a girl, but also their feelings. By second grade, we move on explicitly to gender identity and talk about it again in terms of your head and your heart and your body parts matching up. And does that work for you?
I'm putting this on the bully list.
Thank you, Chris. That is done by Chris, the audio engineer here, the social media guy here, and one of the experts of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. Amazing work. It's amazing what's going on. You're welcome, man. It's amazing.
Help.
Listen.
Oh my gosh.
Don't forget.
Oh
you can
my gosh.
podcast all
Oh
the
my
shows.
gosh.
My show, hate show.
I was like, hey, he just evolved. We could take an Absol. No, we cannot. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
not yet for the anchor baby. Not quite yet. Be patient. And follow us on Gab, Rumble, and Trovo. Gab, Rumble, and Trovo. You can listen live by going to the listen line at TalkStream Live. 717-567-4971. 717-567-4971. And we are streaming on Odyssey, ODYSEE.com/@Jesse Lee Peterson. ODYSEE.com/@Jesse Lee Peterson. And speaking of the Anchor Baby Show, today at 5 p.m. and every Friday at 5 p.m. Anchor Baby's new show. Anchor Baby's new show. And on YouTube there. Anchor Baby's new show at 5 p.m. You don't want to miss it. The Anchor Baby is on fire. He's not the anchor. He ain't the anchor baby for nothing. Amazing. Today we have a brand new episode of the Fallen State.
Damn, that
TV.
absolute thing. I killed him.
Brand new
Yes.
episode. I talked with
We're
the
going full
guy
damage. We're going
who calls
damage.
himself the Joker of New Orleans, and he is a street magician. It was a very, very interesting conversation. The Joker of New Orleans. You do not want to miss this one, folks. At 12 noon today. US Pacific
Maybe
time.
we wanted shields for
Fallen
this
State,
episode, but he's tearing through it so quick.
FallenState.tv. And
Like
then
it's
at
so
5,
quick.
don't forget Anchor Baby's new show on YouTube. Anchor Baby's new show, 5 p.m. Amazing women's forum last night. Thank you, ladies. It really, and we don't record any of the Thursday night meetings. The women's forum on the third Thursday and the men's forum on the first Thursday, because they're all private, and that way the people can freely talk. But it was an amazing thing. So thank you, ladies. It really, really was a blessing. It's worth it. I was telling Chris earlier, I'm here, but my eyes are
Where's
asleep.
my team?
I'm wide awake. I was in the dark. If I knew then, would I know now?
Just gonna keep going
Wouldn't
top.
back down. I
Not gonna
wouldn't
tap
cave
Pokemon.
in. It was amazing meeting.
I wouldn't cave
And a
in.
couple of the ladies, Marcy and Lupe, gave me an Easter bear thing. And he's white because they say I'm white on the inside. I say I'm white, so they got me a white one. Thank you, ladies. Marcy and Lupe. I appreciate it. I want to tell you about this, folks. You know how
The Blissey
when
died
you
from
are
what?
a
Oh
black
no.
conservative and you no longer agree with
Oh my
the
gosh.
liberal
From what?
whites
From
or the
what?
liberal
From
blacks,
what?
you
Con
think
sports
for
trash.
yourself. You are an individual, right? You are hated in the black community. You literally hated because in their mind, which is not their own, they think you're trying to be white. It's like if you're black and you're in high school and you're putting your effort into doing your best with studying and preparing for classes, and you're not out there hating the white people and carrying on, right? You're not marching with the stupid black people in the little rallies and things like that. And then you're working hard, studying at night. They think that's white. They literally attack black children who try. They say, oh, you're acting white. And you better not speak right. You better not speak proper English. You
Proper
are outcasted.
English.
And they say you try to be white because they compare being right and doing right with being white. You have to be hating the whiteys. You have to be speaking out against them. They want you on their team, right? If not, you're outcast by them, which is fine. It really, really is. And so
Con sports trash confirmed, bro.
they are calling Clarence Thomas, Justice Clarence Thomas, the black face of white supremacy. Just like they did with Larry Elder, and Larry Elder is a radio host here, pretty conservative now. And when he ran for governor, and the people loved him. I mean, he got major support. But when he was running, they called him the black face of white supremacy. And they can't help it. They literally cannot see. And so that's why they do that. Good, evil hate good, good hate evil. And that good would not tolerate evil, right? And so they call Larry Elder white face the black face of white supremacy. Well, they're doing the same thing with Justice Clarence Thomas.
Keep going, baby.
This is from the Daily Wire.
I want
The
green
Washington Post took some.
What am I running? I am running Buddy Barrier. Fuck. Should I be having a score shield?
Justice Clarence Thomas as the black justice whose ruling often resembles the thinking of white conservatives. Now look at, we show you a picture of Justice Thomas as black as the ace of spades. But in the eyes of the blacks who hate good, they see a white face. And they see that. It just looks like a light skinned black man, but they see white face. Isn't that funny? Are we able to put them side by side together? Is that possible? No? Oh, okay. And isn't that amazing? So that's the black face of white supremacy. It's amazing. And I've met with Justice Thomas several times now, at least 3 times, maybe 4. And once you sit and talk to him, it is an amazing conversation. Insight, he has insight like 90 going north. And believe me,
he ran right into the bull, bro. I can't believe that worked.
We really are. You have no idea how blessed we are. But they hate him because he's not hating the white man. He's not blaming and begging and asking for affirmative action and reparations. And the guy went through hell growing up. He's been through a lot.
Wow.
And like Booker T. Washington, he didn't let his heart turn to hate. Or if he had it at any point, he's overcome it. That way he see people as they are, not as color. He see color, the different colors, but he see what's going on. He really does. He sees what's going on. So we are fortunate. And the black justice whose ruling often resembles the thinking of white conservatives. And I told you that most black people believe that white people are superior to them. It's not that white people believe that for the most part. It's just the blacks believe that because their thinking is upside down. They worship evil. And anything that represents, or anyone that represents what's right, they hate that person. Whether it's a family member or a friend or U.S. Supreme Court police officer or a media person, it doesn't matter. Just a person. If you don't think with hatred, you're hated by the blacks. May God have mercy upon the blacks. And there are some who are really starting to overcome it. They're like pulling away and questioning things.
I need this.
Well, what about this then? If white people are so bad, how are these people doing so well? You know what I'm saying? And those are the ones that are waking up. They are waking up. It is mind-blowing. They are waking up. Wake up, everybody. No more sleeping in bed. No more backwards thinking, time for thinking ahead. The world ain't getting no better. You gotta face it, girl, you and me. I need a little help, y'all. It's time to wake up, become a man, become a woman. Your own man, your own woman. Become an individual. It's mind-blowing to live that way. It really is. And the other day we played you this report where this guy by the name of Quintez Brown, the Black Lives Matter radical who tried to assassinate a Louisiana mayoral candidate on Monday and got released on Wednesday. It's been said now that this guy was introduced to ideas of black Pan-Africanism, whatever the world that is, black Pan-Africanism, and revolutionary socialism at the University of Louisiana. Isn't that amazing?
He's like, why is this level 9 green here?
Send them off to school. The school
Oh
will
my
screw them
God.
up. Screw them up. The Louisville Courier Journal published an opinion piece by a guy by the name of Ricky L. Jones, who is the head of African Studies at the
I'ma get
University
you.
of Louisiana. And here's what this guy, according to the report, has to say about Quintess Brown. This is from the Courier Journal. The headline, what happened to the brilliant Quintess Brown?
I ran into the rest of it. I'm gonna get you. I shouldn't have gave him the
To
XP.
the brilliant Quintess Brown. Brown isn't simply a wayward activist turned assassin, as he is now categorized by many. He was one of the most brilliant students I ever taught, according to this guy. So that's Brown in the black shirt, and this Jones guy, Ricky Jones, in the maroon shirt, red shirt, maroon. He said that Brown was one of the most brilliant students I ever taught. They would not talk about the fact that Quintess was among the minority of young black boys who make it to college, They never sat with him. They never spoke with him. They never saw him smile or troubled by the suffering of others. I did. Amazing. Anyone who paid money or send your children off to school and you let them take African study so-called classes, African study classes, women's study classes, gay study classes, Indian study, all these study classes, something wrong with you. You are out of your mind. Because this is what happened when those classes brainwash the children. They go radical. They hate you. They go radical. It doesn't even make sense. Just think about it.
Just
Why
think
would you
about
send
it.
your
It don't
children
even make
off to
sense
school to learn this crap?
when you think about it.
Turn them against America. Turn them against you. Just think, smoke on it.
It says smoke on it. He's like, please. Right, you're like, people don't even think about these things, though. That's what blows my mind. I'm like, y'all don't even think about these things.
They go to, if they gotta go to school, if they gotta go. Gotta go. Reading, writing, and arithmetic. History of this amazing
Right?
country.
Something.
So they can appreciate the
Right,
country.
so they can appreciate
Give
it.
back to the country rather than take it from the country. Ask not
From
what
something they didn't put
the country
anything
can do
into.
for you, but
They
what
didn't
you
put
can do for the
anything
country.
into this country. It was given to them by God.
Dumb, wicked classes. And guess who, according to the revolver, guess who is behind helping to get,
Oh no.
really helping to get Quintess
They
Brown
united me. They have nothing
out
for
of
Zap.
jail?
Who has Unites? We're all dead. There's a Gardevoir there with Unite. This could be epic.
Black Lives
Oh, she blew it.
Radical.
She blew it.
The revolver is reported
Nice.
that the bail bond that paid for Quintess Brown's release
GG.
received funding from Joy Soros, Open Society's foundation. Joy Soros is behind all the mess, it seems.
It seems.
He using his money to destroy, not to make better. And he's using these radical black people, the mayors and DAs and governors and these people that are getting in. George Soros behind this. One of the people. black people, you need to pull out of the black idea, the black crowd, really, so you can get yourself back together. When I was growing up, they didn't have these stupid classes, black history and black study classes and all that mess. We were taught to love our country. That we were taught about history, how the country came about, what happened, blah, 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 right? But in a way of appreciating, not of hating. Our parents and grandparents taught us that our battle is a spiritual battle. That there was good and bad and all people. It had nothing to do with the color.
Oh my gosh. The Gardevoir got 100 and...
I want white people to know, and the Mexicans and everybody, because the blacks are trying to involve them.
We still lost.
People of color in their mess with them so that they would turn against white. They're trying to build an army against white people. That's what your enemy would do. They would try to build an army against you. But I want Hispanics, Mexican, Japanese, Chinese, Asian, and all to know black people were not like this in the good old days. They were better people. They really, really, really were. They believed in God, family, and they loved their country. They bought land during the time I was growing up. And so when my parents left home, they went out and bought land. They moved to the north. But they didn't move it to the projects. They got jobs. And they moved into their own homes. And the mothers stayed home while the husbands worked. Black people lost their mind doing this. Apparently they've been working on the blacks for 100 years or so, I'm told.
100 years.
They really lost it during this fake civil rights movement. And they have not returned. Because white people are on the run. You need to overcome the fear so you can be honest with them. There are blacks who, once they hear the truth, they're like, wow, I didn't know that. What the? And they'll return to love instead of hate. Love. What we need is love. Love is God. God is love. His spirit is all love all the time, no matter what the situation. All love all the time. Your heart must be changed, folks. And black people, you really need to enjoy sorrow funding you. What the? I don't even think most black people like the Jews anymore. They follow George Soros because they've been brainwashed about the Jews. What a mess. So he's funding this thing that got this guy out of jail. If you notice, with most of these radical organizations and these so-called movements that are going on, they're headed up by women. Why? Because they know women will usher in the hatred. It comes through the ladies. They know that. And that's why they're using the women. They're making them feel good about being wrong. Oh, let me do this real fast, and then I get back to the call. So you heard of Sergio Music Boy, right? Is this first song the one we already played, Nick, or the new one? The one we already played. What is it called? Okay. So we played this last week, but the improvement in this man is amazing. And I want to show you this because I want to encourage you, whatever your gift is, your talent from God is, no matter what others think about it, you stay on it. And you grow in it. Never doubt it. When all men doubt you, don't doubt. And you'll get better and better. Because everything is like a growing thing. You got to grow. When you start a business, you grow in the business. Don't expect the business to just happen so fast, meaning that you just It's just you grow in it, and once you grow in it, you don't lose it fast like that, right? So grow. It's even with the spiritual life when you return to the Father. Spiritually, you grow. You wake up at the instant of a eye, at the flashing of an eye, right? You wake up, then you start to grow spiritually. Be patient. Here's Sergio, for those who didn't hear it last week, all of me. Watch this.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. Can't pin you down. What's going on that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my ends and my
I gotta turn in.
even
Is it still up?
when I lose I'm winning, 'cause I give you all
No, you bastard.
of me, and you give me all
Dude, it's so cheesy.
Amazing. Was that the end of it? Nick? Amazing. Sergio Music Boy on Instagram and YouTube. Instagram and YouTube. Let him hear from you. Encourage. Not all you little jealous people, right? Jealousy is a bad thing. Jealousy is true wickedness. You will grow, folks. You have to stay on the straight and narrow path. I remember when I first started Bond 32 years ago now. When the idea was given to me from God, I knew no one, and He allowed me to see that the problem was not with white people. It wasn't a physical problem, it was a spiritual problem. It was with the hatred of the heart. And that at the time the blacks had been lied to, and I had been lied to about white people when I moved out here to LA. He allowed me to see that. And I realized that, with the grace of God, I realized that, wow, black people are not suffering because of racism. That's a lie. It's because of the destruction of the family and hatred of the heart and all that stuff. And so He allowed me to contact a friend who helped me to get let me use this building so I can meet with the blacks. And one thing just led to another one. And that same spirit that allowed me to do that, that's allowed Sergio Music Boy to grow, is in you too. But you gotta seek the kingdom of God in His right way. I have always, even as a kid, always wanted to know, what is it like to live on earth as a son of God? As a kid, I wondered that. Now I'm starting to see. It's amazing. It really is. Sergio Music Boy on Instagram and YouTube. When I come back, your phone calls, your super chats, and all that, folks. God is good. He loves us. But you gotta...
They're level
so
10
you can
and
enter into
11.
the kingdom
I'm
of
level
heaven.
12.
Back in a moment. that are amazing. I highly recommend you get them. The 7 guaranteed steps to spiritual, family, and financial success guide. Even if you're not.
You went the wrong way, bud.
You have a job. On your own
You went
welfare.
the wrong
It
way.
can help you if you do. Be doers of the word. Alright? From rage to responsibility. From rage. That's why I write about in the first chapter, especially how I overcame. Scam. How the black leadership exploits black Americans. They're using them.
This is
That's
scary
a tool
now.
to be used. And then my last book, The Antidote, Healing America from the
What's
Poison
up?
of Hate, Blame,
He
and
wanted to
Mental
fight
Good.
though.
They are all amazing books, and they are helpful. Go to rebuildingtheman.com if you want an autograph copy.
He wanted to
or
fight
call
though.
800-411-2663.
They don't. Oh, they're Willie's at their base though. He's just gonna jump in. I destroy Wiggly 1v1.
888-775-3773. I write about how the simple way of starting a business, working a job, anything, bro. 7 guaranteed steps to spiritual, family, and financial success guide. It's not difficult at all. The world got you thinking that it's difficult, but it's really not. If you live from within, you don't have to have a bankroll. I had no money when I started my first company, and I had no money when I bought my first home at 25. I had zero money. I had a job, but I didn't have money saved up. Life will work for you if you let it.
Alright, we gotta go.
If you free your mind, the rest will follow.
We gotta go.
Really. But the world make everything so difficult because they want you to
No, I got caught by the slow, bro. No, I don't even have points. That's the best part.
as smarter than not.
Like, will this break?
You are as smart or smarter.
bro.
And I have a high school education barely. I don't know how I finished high school, but I did. They gave me a degree, a diploma, whatever they call it at the time. It's common sense. It's from God. It's common sense, right? So if you like a copy of
That was a crazy game. I took so much porn, bro. I'm like, y'all should be way over level. What's going on?
Or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND.
I was messing them up. I was slapping them around. I had 56,000.
Arizona. Sage, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Not even running the bill that one.
Hey, Jesse, how you doing?
All is well, sir. How are you?
I'm good. I just sing you a
No,
song.
man,
real quick,
it's
okay?
good. All is well.
Yeah, can I sing your song real quick this morning?
Can you sing me a song?
Yes.
Okay.
Jesse Lee Peterson has a giant.
What? He hung up. He hung up on LOL. What the? Billy is out of California. Billy, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse.
Hey, Billy, how you?
All is well.
Nice.
How are you?
All is well, Billy.
How are
Thanks for
you?
calling. Get it off your chest.
Get it off your
Yes,
show.
I was calling about the thought prayer. I just want to know, like, ever since I
See how people can't start unless he says
started
get it off your
Yes.
chest. It's kind of like a ritual thing.
like, I'm aware.
I mean, he actually doesn't see it because he's not a cult leader. He
I
doesn't
feel like
care.
too much. Like, I'm able to see everything, which, like, sometimes I'm like, I know too much of everything eventually is bad.
but I try not to think of it, because, all thoughts are lies all the time.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I just deal with it.
And how do you deal with it?
By just being aware and not reacting.
Amazing. Absolutely, man.
Yeah, so I also wanted to, if it was like a question, do you have, is it possible, or every time you do the silent prayer, do you, like, have to close your eyes? Because I just catch myself sometimes, like, on my way to work, early morning, and then I'll catch myself that I'm just in the silent prayer while driving. And it's like, I'm like, I don't even know who was controlling the wheel or something sometimes. But I just don't think about it, but I just know that I was like seeing thoughts. And it's just like, so that was my question.
How old are
Is
you,
that
Billy?
possible? I'm 25.
Right on. Yes, you can do the silent prayer without closing your eyes. As a matter of fact, once you wake up, right, meaning that you start to see clear from God, you're going to start living that way. You'll grow into silence. I'll use that word for now. At work, at play, at home, whatever. So you can definitely do that, man. Absolutely.
So it's like, like say, do you do it every morning, every night, or do it every morning, every night? Like, I don't even plan it. Like, I'll just realize eventually, like, I'm laying in bed before I go to sleep, and I'm just sitting there, just quiet and seeing the thoughts. Like, I don't even plan it. And like I said, same thing. I'll wake up and I'll just be brushing my teeth or I'll just be driving at work, and it just happens.
Right on, man.
And so it's good, but I just didn't want to think too much of it. I just want to just get off my chest.
And I'm in the bushes. This is jungle warfare, bro. Jungle warfare.
Without ceasing. And
Jungle
you're
warfare.
going to see that you become more and more, and more aware. As a matter of fact, it's going to become, it's like before you woke up, you live in your head, you live in your imagination, right? And that seemed normal, even though it's a struggle, it's a lot of hell. It seemed normal, and so after a while, that will become abnormal to you because it is abnormal. And being aware will become the normal way of living in the present rather than living in an illusion. Absolutely, man.
Yeah. That's why I'm just aware all the time.
Oh, I thought he was basing.
I see everything, but I don't think of it. I see it, I'm aware.
Right
and,
on.
It's like,
They got a grid problem. They got a grid
I
problem.
say it all the time. And, it's like, I've been angry for, I'll say, just about 12 years. Ever since,
They got a
my
grid
mom,
problem.
She died of cancer. She did. And,
She did.
and, so one thing I realized
Oh, I
now
missed the
is,
berry.
before my mom died, I made her my God.
Yeah.
And when she died, she did. She, I was angry. I was angry, and I always used it as an excuse. I'm angry because of my mom, or I'm angry because of this. And I tell people that I forgave my father recently, and forgiving my father.
Dude, and I'm at
really
full health. It's so
helped
good.
me.
Dude, tackle is so good, though.
Like literally, like a
Can
life
I just
switch.
use
I know
tackle
people
for a
will
little
call
bit
it,
longer? They're
like
so
a life
weak.
switch. But literally,
Absolutely.
it did change
Yeah.
my heart.
Yes. Salvation is of the heart.
Mm-hmm. And it made, it even, like, now I can talk to my dad. I've always talked to my dad, but maybe I would hold some resentment. But now it's like, we can have conversations, and I won't judge him, And it's just, it really does change the way you deal with it, which is by not overreacting, not judging anything or anybody, just being aware.
Yes. That's amazing. What an amazing testimony, Billy. You're absolutely right, man. And God bless you, man. You're absolutely right. And
Jesse, I know you say it's not you didn't invent it, you're just guiding people.
yes,
Because this is through God, you know, that we're able to, we all have this love in us, we just need to want to find it. And, you know, like I said, I was angry, you know, it's going to be 12 years this year in August that my mom passed away. And,
Like I'm level 10 now.
you know, I can literally say that just recently I've let go of that anger, and I'm aware, and now I can just live, you know.
right on. Amazing. Well, God bless you, Billy. Amazing testimony. Stay with her. Well, once you truly wake up, you can't go back to sleep anyway. So, God bless you, man.
Thank you, Jesse. Yeah, I have so much I can tell you now, but I'll probably take up a whole show, man. I mean, you know, even just, I'll tell you one quick one. I think I got a lot of callers, but you know, I have a girlfriend, and her mom recently, like 2 weeks ago, died because she would drink too much alcohol.
She did.
And yeah, she did. And you know, so I try to, now that I know how to deal with it, I try to tell my girlfriend how to deal with it.
Yes.
And she's angry just like her mom, you know.
Yeah.
I see everybody trying to say, like, you know, but I don't judge them. When they say, oh, she's a good mom, a good grandma, a good wife, a good friend. And I can
Dude, I was like, y'all have a greeting problem. I'm in there. I'm all up in there, top lane, just hiding in the bushes. Oh man, y'all got a greeting problem. They're just trying to swipe me away. They can't.
You know, I tell my girlfriend, she knows all about you, man. I will literally play a show of you, Jesse. She'll be sitting right next to me. And I'm like, hey, I just want you to listen to this, you know. And she will start squirming Jesse in her seat, man, like we're in the car driving. And I'll put you on, Jesse. She'll start squirming Jesse like she's anxiety. You know, answering her fans. And I'm like, what? Like, you weren't doing that a second ago, so. Man, Jesse, it's crazy how people are so, they want to be blind.
Yeah, absolutely. They love their misery.
They can't help it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. They love their misery.
All useful
aware.
things.
You know, I still got a lot of work to do, but the hard part is over. You know,
Yes.
you know, so.
Amazing. Well, God bless you, Billy. Amazing call. Call me again, man. I appreciate it.
Amen.
Can we hear what's Great White Hope has to say today?
Okay. No problem.
From this day forward, it's going to be only America first.
Amazing.
Yes.
Great White Hope.
Yes.
That's right.
America first.
You too, Billy. Thank you, buddy. Amazing. I hear the angels singing in heaven. That's amazing. Another soul have returned to the Father. No man or woman get to the Father unless they go to through the Son. And men are sons of God. Even those who have been turned away from their earthly fathers, they're still sons of God. So when you resent your earthly father, you resent God. You do.
Mm-hmm.
When you love your earthly father, you love God. And I'm finding that most people, not all, love their earthly father. They don't resent their earthly father. And those that do, they resent their earthly father through their mother's eyes, not their own. And they're seeking, yearning for their earthly father. They're yearning for the love of a father, right? I was talking to one person last night, and they said to me after the meeting, when you were telling me what you were saying, I felt something inside of me screaming and just didn't like it. But I knew it was the truth. But something inside of me didn't like it. It was just really acting out, but I knew it was the truth. And I'm grateful for that truth. Amazing meeting last night with the ladies. Really, really amazing. Super chats and D-Live. Super.
All right, let's check it out. We've got on D Live. Wait a second, that's not D. Okay, D Live. Jenny Crosby with the diamond says, "Because of time, what's your question for me?"
Because of time, what's your question?
Very good.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you.
Joel never did that with a diamond on D Live says, "Shout out to JLP crew and the whole Bond family."
Thank you. Same to you.
Nice, thanks, Mike.
Yeah.
Angela South Stab 42 on Streamlabs says, "It is hard to separate the me from the not me because I am a woman who runs on emotions, but with alphas like Lord Bibby in the chat to help show me the wrongs of which I am now on my way, and it is amazing."
Amazing. Thank you.
Very practice, it has gotten easier to separate the me from the not me version that brings the down feelings, but it is still difficult to separate the me from the not me version that brings the up feelings. Hope that made sense.
Amazing. Thank you for responding. I'll put my little 2 cents in on Sunday. Thank you.
Ninja Maka on Streamlabs says, "Much love to Jesse, Bond, the experts, and the super chatters. Each day, the wisdom I get from each of you helps dissolve the ego away. It's truly amazing."
Amazing. Thank you.
Nickel Troto says, "Amazing."
Amazing. Thank you. Yeah.
Damn, he got it.
And Ninja Maka with response to the question.
Is it hard to separate the ego from the not you?
Ninja Maka it's hard to separate the ego from the approach each situation logically.
Amazing. Thank you. Nice.
Very nice. Star Sion with a diamond on D-Live says, "Jesse,
I got the
don't think
red
they
buff,
will
so
let the Great White
my
Hope
clears
in
are a
again."
little stronger.
Really? I hope you're wrong about that, because if we ever needed the Great
Tackle
White
comes
Hope,
up so
we
quick.
need him now. That's for sure. So we'll see. Let's wait and see. I don't know what's going to happen at that time, but we'll see. Thank you.
Do I want to try
Star Sion with
COVID?
another diamond says, "And stop
I don't like
accepting
COVID.
stuffed animals."
Do I want to try
No, that'd
Belch?
be
Is the
time. What
question.
the? Amazing. I have a black Jesus. Da-da. I have a coon train. Da-da. I have a
Oh shit, he sniped it.
backbone or spine. You got spine. I have all kind of stuff. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Adric on Streamlabs says, "Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men create hard times. Let's hope these hard times create more strong men. Much love from Canada, Jesse and crew."
Amazing. You're absolutely right. Really. Endure. It's amazing. Thank you.
Powers That Bear and Mav Angel with a couple diamonds on D-Live. No message.
Thank you. Amazing.
Jenny Crosby with a
They can't
diamond
stop
on
me.
D-Live says, "Hillary should have spied on Bill with Monica."
Amazing. Oh, what a mess.
And it looks like that's all for now. Thanks, guys.
Thank you all. I do appreciate it. It's amazing. Thank you for your support, boss. I really do appreciate it. Hake Report is coming up at 9 a.m. The Hake Report from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. And then at 5 p.m. today, Anchor Baby's new show. At 5 p.m.
I'm not even stacking. Imagine if I was stacking.
From on YouTube. You don't want to miss Anchor Baby. I will be announcing sometime this year the next top show person for host for the network, Jesse Lee Peterson Network here. You're gonna be surprised. We're gonna be announcing it later this year. Give it a little time. Let the Anchor Baby get his thing rolling really good, and then we'll keep it rolling.
He's level 11.
Russ is out of Hampton, Virginia. Russ, get it off your chest.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Jesse?
All is well, sir. How you?
I'm doing good.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Their greetings level 11. We didn't have to fight, but that was
well, you didn't say
scary.
you were good.
I am good.
No man is good.
Yes, sir. I am good.
I am good.
I'm good.
What's good about you?
What's good about you?
I'm a positive man. I take care of my family, and I'm helpful
He said I'm
for
positive.
those around me.
You have a wife
good.
and children?
Yes. What? Yes, I do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, I do.
All right,
Well,
go ahead.
no, I don't. I have an ex-wife. I have children.
Oh, okay. I was aware of that. That's amazing.
What? Why is that so amazing?
I didn't know you had a family.
Yes, sir. I have a family.
Nice.
I have an ex-wife, and I have 2 children. One of which I want to brag on the air is at Stanford.
You think he's bragging?
Syracuse University in New York.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're not bragging about it because that's not something you should brag
Well,
about.
Well, no, I am going to brag about it because he deserves to be bragged upon. So I have a son that's at Syracuse University right now, and I have a daughter that graduated from Howard University.
Did they get there by way of affirmative action?
Oh no! He's running my set. No!
Well, Howard is...
Get out the way! No! Oh, I was like, now that I killed the Greninja, I gotta go fight the. I gotta go get the greeting off the
I know
Dreadnought.
it's in New York somewhere, but I don't know anything about the school.
But then the Blissey was coming. It was just a
Syracuse
mess, bro.
University.
So your son got there by way of affirmative action?
No, my son got there because he applied and he was deserving to go to Syracuse University.
So
it's like $80,000. Yes.
It's like $80,000. What a
I
mess.
appreciate it. I gotta take a break. One more hour to go,
You
folks.
pay
Hake is coming in with the hate
$80,000?
news, not the fake news, but the hate news. I'll be back. One more hour of Open Line Friday. Back in a moment.
Now I take it out and I live on my own now, and everything has just changed. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for spreading that message. It really is a positive message.
Amazing. That's good, man. I want people to know God love us in ways that there are no words to
They don't
express.
even have anything.
Because you have nothing to compare it to, right? Say with the silent prayer, you haven't seen anything yet. It gets better.
Sleazy Joe Biden aiding and abetting in tearing down America by way of quote-unquote immigration. And Kim Potter sentenced today. Pray for Kim Potter. She's the former cop out in Minneapolis. And Eileen Gu, 18-year-old Chinese traitor to America.
Oh, I healed him.
wins
What's
a
wrong
second
with me?
gold skiing at the Olympics. No government shutdown after all. Boo. This is the end of hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Friday, February 18th, 2022 AD. Anno Domini. Stay tuned for hour 3. Jesse Lee will be right back. But first, Hake News, not fake news. After the Jesse Lee Peterson Show, the Hake Report. And then all the fun stuff afterwards. And through the weekend, even on Sunday.
Do you have Unite?
Nice.
You do.
RebuildingtheMan.com/church always. Invasion Commie Nonsense Network CNN reports the Biden administration with a new rule to eliminate hurdles for immigrants using public benefits and for illegals seeking legal status. The Trump administration previously modified a decades-old public charge rule in a way that made it more difficult, not thankfully, for individuals to obtain quote-unquote legal status. Under the proposed rule, though, with Sleazy Joe, the Department of so-called Homeland Security would consider benefits like cash assistance for income maintenance and some other services a government expense, according to a notice sent to Congress. Separately, more than 100 congressional Democrats have urged Sleazy Joe Biden to review the disparate treatment of black migrants throughout the immigration system and to end the public health order that allows authorities to turn away migrants at the U.S. southern border. So evil, so evil. Attack on whites and cops, too. CNN says white female former police officer Kim Potter, a respected cop for a woman, 49-year-old mother of 2 adult sons, husband is a former cop. She's the wife, right? And she's juked back into
I juked the hell out of him, though.
That mixed black thug,
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
Thug got killed with a white mama and a black married father who pretended not to believe that it was accidental.
We won because of me.
Prosecutors
and I didn't even get MVP.
In prison for
we
Officer
won
Kim
because of
Potter,
those scores,
who said she
and I didn't even get
mistakenly drew her
MVP.
gun instead of
Apparently,
her
I only
taser,
scored
taser,
187.
taser. She shot him. She fatally shot Dante Wright, who was trying to get away from the cops. 20-year-old
How
black
did this
male with his
decision
girlfriend
right,
in the
dude?
car during a
They
traffic
were
stop in
properly
April 2021.
fed thanks
He had
to
several
me.
gross
I'm
misdemeanors
joking.
and a warrant for arrest, I think. Pray for Officer Kim Potter, convicted in December of first and second degree manslaughter in a kangaroo court under a corrupt Asian liberal female judge and a sad jury. Olympics turncoat. CNN reports China's free ski sensation, 18-year-old Eileen Gu, supposedly born up in San Francisco, California, to a white American father who apparently didn't raise her, and a Chinese-American single mother and her grandparents, but decided to betray America and ski for China. Won her second gold medal of the Beijing Winter Olympics today, becoming the first freestyle skier to bag 3 medals at a single games. Wikipedia says that Eileen Gu's declined to disclose her citizenship status. China doesn't recognize dual citizens, and supposedly she would have had to have been naturalized or gained permanent residency status in China to compete for the team. In interviews, Eileen Gu, this 18-year-old, said, "Nobody can deny I'm American. Nobody can deny I'm Chinese. Yes, we can." She also said, "When I'm in the U.S., I'm an American. But when I'm in China, I'm Chinese." Wow. She's also a dumb BLM supporter. Misguided 18-year-old woman raised by a single mother. And another evil woman admits that millions rely on the government. This is a quote shared by Commie Nonsense Network CNN. "This isn't a partisan issue. It's about keeping critical government agencies that millions of people rely upon up and running." That's 75-year-old Democrat female Senator Jean Shaheen tweeting about the stopgap bill that unfortunately passed.
Like, just imagine if I had an attack. Wait, should I stack an attack? I get kills though. Like, I'm fine.
But no.
I think the
Government
attack
funding
speed
now
is
extended
more
through March
helpful
31st. She wants a year-long bill. I'm jinxing.
because it helps me swipe things at the beginning. Like, I'm not sure if the swipe is guaranteed without the attack ban. Muscle ban. Without the muscle ban. I'm just not sure if it's even guaranteed. I think it's guaranteed with it. If they don't see me coming, it looks like it's guaranteed.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Welcome to the third hour of the show today. It is Open Line Friday. Get it off your chest Friday. Whatever is on your mind, express yourself Friday.
I shouldn't have hit. I just froze my
You
game.
need to go and get yourself bleached, because everything you say about black people, and you're sitting up there looking like a tar baby.
It might sound like a semantics argument, but
Just leave it. Just leave it. Why would you play this?
I wonder if you've been smoking pot.
Reinstate! Last candidate! Reinstate! Last candidate! Reinstate! Last candidate!
Brown is accused of walking into the campaign headquarters of local mayoral candidate Craig Greenberg, firing off several shots, including one that grazed the candidate's shirt.
I'm putting this on the bully list.
Amazing. 888-77-53773. 888-77.
Oh,
Jesse.
thank you.
Jess.
It's so bad.
Jesse. Amazing. I had this one thing I wanted to tell you about real fast here, and I have to update my computer here, and then I'll get you your calls and all that. Don't forget, we're streaming live on Odyssey, ODYSEE.com/@JesseLeePeterson. The biblical question: is it hard to separate the you from the not you? Is it hard to separate the you from the not you? We're having church on Sunday. Doors open at 10:30. Church starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So far, we've been starting on time. Last Sunday, we were a little past the time, but not much. So, and if you're not able to come in, you can go to rebuildingaman.com.
Oh my God, I yelled.
rebuildingaman.com/church, or you can watch it live on rebuildingaman.com/church at 2 p.m. Pacific time. There's one line open if you want to jump in there. One line open. The hate report is coming up in the next hour. TheHateReport.com. Amazing meeting last night with the ladies.
Oh God.
Ladies form every Thursday.
Oh
night,
God.
And they showed up in numbers. Thank you, ladies. I do appreciate it. So if this is, let's see, I don't think I have it. I thought I had this through. Oh, this is deep. If it's true, and I only
Let's
can
try belch.
present to you what the Daily Mail is reporting. This is from the Daily Mail. Kanye West asked God to please watch over me and keep my mind sane. Keep my mind sane. After admitting to harassing a strange wife, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West asked God to please watch over him and keep his mind sane. That's the best prayer you can ever pray. Keep your mind sane. Because a mind is a terrible thing to save. If you free your mind, the rest will follow. If you free your mind, the rest will follow. If you overcome the mind, the rest will follow. The mind is wicked. All thoughts, all the time, about anything is wicked. It really, every decision, every idea that comes from the thoughts is wicked. I don't care what you say, how you put it, and you can be deceived if you like. Every idea, every thought, everything, all the time about anything is wicked, is evil. Pure evil. So I hope God grant Kanye West that. I really, really do. I wish him well with that. That's an amazing prayer. Amazing prayer. My experts will be in at the bottom of this hour to respond to the biblical question. Can't wait to hear what they have to say about that. Let me go to Tony out of Florida. Tony, get it off your chest. You're on the air.
Hello, Jesse.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the show.
How you doing, Mr. Peterson?
All is well, Tony. Thanks for asking.
It's a pleasure talking to you. I called about, I can't believe it's been a year now, a year and a month regarding my daughter. I told you I put a case in court trying to get sharing custody, and after 4.5 years, it kind of like backfired on me. My daughter's mother, she claimed she got a job with some company in Texas. She claimed, I think it was like $20,000 more than me. So then the judge said, yeah, go to Texas. Completely dismissed me of my daughter's life. And make a long story short, Mr. Peterson, it's been just like you called it. I recalled you saying, in order for me to live my life and allow the light within me to manifest himself, I will have to let go. And I did follow your advice. I do take her phone calls though, because I don't want my daughter to think that her daddy don't take her calls. But it's been discombobulating all over the place. I was supposed to get like 20 minutes a day. I barely get it, maybe 2 minutes. I'm supposed to be getting like 4 nights a week. I get about 2, maybe 3 if my lucky weeks. Unfortunately though, now it's been getting kind of hectic on the strength of, she barely wants to talk to me, She tells me she don't want to talk. Then there be times, she tells me that when there's people around her though, when you're talking to somebody and then with their eyes, they following people around the room.
Yes. I
can see when people coming in and out, and that's when the phone call they just disconnect the phone call. Yeah. My daughter don't say good night, don't say I love you. And when she does, like last night, we talked last night for maybe about a little less than 2 minutes. As soon as she said she missed me, the phone call got disconnected. Her eyes looked to the side like somebody was coming, and then when she looks back at the at the phone, it means it's getting disconnected. The purpose of me calling is because Mr. Peterson, she keeps telling me. Not long ago, she asked me she wanted to come home. I told her, Ma, you are home. She said, no, Daddy, home. I'm saying home with you. I tried to explain to her that, she lives in another state now. As soon as I try to start explaining things, again, the line got disconnected. Now the problem is this. Well, not a problem, but, I just needed a bit of your wisdom, Mr. Peterson. My daughter asked me, when am I going to jump on a plane and come see her? She continued to ask me that. And then it's just so confusing because she keeps coming back and forth. The other day, about 2 days ago, she told me she had no respect for me, and she just hung up on me.
Who told you that?
Now,
your daughter?
My daughter, And
how
she's only 5 years old.
She's
only 5 years old.
She said, I have no respect for you?
Word, yes. And she hung up the phone, I'm a tough kid, Mr. Peterson, I grew up in the...
Oh, damn, we lost it.
And I just never felt so weak at this pain in my chest that I can't take off, you know what I mean? I can do 1,000 push-ups and I still can't get it off my chest, Mr. Peterson.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, my man. I'm sorry, Mr. Peterson. It's just, I really don't know how to... I know, thanks to you, my life has changed a lot. I was the type of kid that I used to jump out the window and get busy,
Yes.
And that's no longer an option, you know what I mean? If I'm trying to stay in my daughter's life. I'm sorry, Mr. Peterson.
What's making you cry right now? What's making you cry? Why are you crying?
I miss my daughter, man. summertime. I was supposed to get her for summertime. Nothing happened. Then I was supposed to get her for her birthday, which was on December 1st. Nothing happened. It went for like 9, 11 days that I didn't talk to her, right? Then I kind of find out that she came to Orlando for, because I reside in Florida now. I'm from New York. I reside in Florida now. And I came to find out when she called me back telling me that she was there, my daughter, telling me that they were in Disney World, right? So I was like, yo, son, she was like 4 hours, not even, 3.5 hours away from my house. I could have gone up north and seen my daughter, you know?
Yeah.
To top it all off, Mr. Peterson, there's a stay-away order because my daughter's mother presented a text that I sent her when she was born, telling her that God don't like ugly. The judge grabbed that text and said that was a physical threat.
Amazing.
So that's how the stay-away order. He gave her a stay-away order. In other words, for lack of a better word. So in order for me, the last time I asked, can I see my daughter? Can you please send her, my aunt? I'll pay for everything, She said, listen, if you want to see your daughter, you got to come to Texas and open a case in Texas, so then the judge in Texas can tell me when I can come and see my daughter. So it's not like I could just hop on a plane and go see my daughter in Texas. But my daughter keeps asking me, when are you going to come see me, Daddy? I don't know how to explain that to her, but as soon as I try to explain anything to her, the phone call gets disconnected.
Amazing. Any woman, and most women do this, any woman that turns her children against the father is a wicked woman. She's evil, and she has no love at all. And this woman, based on what you've said, and I only have your word in, this woman is evil. That's why I tell men it's a waste of time to spend your money in the courts. Just give your money to the courts like that. And because they're going to end up giving your children to the mother anyway. And even if they gave you visitation rights, the woman going to do what you said this woman is doing. She's going to make sure that doesn't happen. Because she's wicked at heart. And she hates the children. She hates you. She hates herself. She hates everything. And just, I deal with people every day now around the world where that is happening to. These women are turning the children away from the fathers because they hate men, they hate God, they hate good, right? So that's just the way it is. Your question for me is what?
How do I explain that to my daughter that regarding the stay-away order? And how do I explain to her that daddy's here? Every day I see her, the look on her face. I just see her walking off from me, like we're separating her. I see that her mother is completely making her point across that I feel like my daughter's beginning to dislike me,
Yeah,
and
she's identified with, she hates the mother, and she's identified with her, and she will hate you with her mother's hate.
I was listening to your show yesterday, Mr. Peterson, and I heard this young man talking about the same issue that I'm having.
Yeah, it
happens.
happens.
I hope he's listening. But I would just wanted to tell him not to waste his money. It's not even about money, because when you're working, man, you get your money, you get busy. Well, the thing is that he's going to waste his money and his time, because I've done it all, Mr. Peterson.
Yeah.
I did a mental evaluation.
Did I get it? I missed it.
I did supervised visits. I've done it all. Everything in the book.
I think I fluffied way too early. What the?
I'm a nobody. I don't understand how we can be of God's image and we get done so dirt by these creatures out here, mentally unstable creatures running around doing whatever they want with our kids, exposing my daughter to who knows what kind of man.
Yeah.
I don't know how do I explain this to my baby girl, Mr.
Well,
Peterson?
first of all, when the next time she called, you answer and you got a chance to talk to her.
Damn, I missed it.
She asked, "Why don't you come?"
That's
Just let her know your mother is preventing that from happening. Just tell her,
Just like that?
Yeah, your mother
Yeah,
is preventing
it's
that
your
from
mom's
happening.
fault, right?
I want to see you, but she's preventing that from happening. Keep it simple, just like that. You don't have to go into the long story trying to explain because she's so young. But the fact that you just say your mother's preventing it from happening, that's going to stay with her.
I also would like to ask you, Mr. Peterson, at the beginning when she moved to Texas, right? I was sending her money orders that out of nowhere now they're lost. I got about easy $5,000 in money orders that they're nowhere to be found because they've never been cashed. And
He
when they
stole
were
it.
asked and when they were
He
brought up in
stole
court,
it.
she said, I never received anything. He must have sent them to the wrong address. But in fact is, if you send anything to a wrong address, they come back to your house. You understand me, Mr. Peterson?
Where is,
None of
do
these
you
money
have,
orders.
do you have receipts of the money order?
I do, sir, and I called Amscott, which is like a joint store where you buy these money orders, right?
Yeah.
I called them up and I reviewed every single one of money orders. So I got about $5,000 that they've never been cashed, and the money orders are nowhere to be found.
What a wicked woman.
So
Let me tell you this,
my thought, I'm sorry?
Your thought is what?
My thought is that she's throwing them away. Because if I would be sending them to the wrong address, you know, the mail department, they send them right back to you. You know?
Yeah.
So I stopped I'm be honest with you, Mr. Peterson. It's a little embarrassing, but I'm going to be honest with you. I stopped sending money.
Right on.
It's been like about 8 months that I stopped sending money because I'm not a
Are you able to take the receipts back to wherever you bought them and reclaim your money?
I did, but they told me that it's been more than 3 months, that there's no way possible for me to get my money back.
For all of them?
So I got about all of them, my man.
So,
okay, all of them. I got about $5,000 in the air that whatever, nobody cares, you know what I mean? But I work myself for that, because I work now, you know.
Well, I was like 7, 8. I'm only 6, bro.
4,
It's not
35,
even worth
I'm
it.
about to be 47 now.
amazing. Well, Tony, I want to ask, I want to recommend, do not move to Texas, man. It's going to be more the same.
I'm not going there. I wanted to do that. I don't know if you recall me telling you that I wanted to be in my daughter's life, but I followed your advice, Mr. Peterson, because on the strength I realized that. And ever since I was a puppy, I realized my thoughts were kind of wild, you know? I'm a wild child. I was born at night.
Yeah.
But on the strength of, I always had a little question about my thoughts. How can they be from God when my thoughts were like, you know, every 5 minutes jump out the window, you know?
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt, especially, you know, coming from South Bronx, you know?
Yeah. Tony, let me ask.
I
how does
died.
The pain that you're having.
Are you
like,
joking?
Can you describe
Wow.
the pain that you're having?
Wow.
Emptiness. I feel lost sometimes. I feel weak. And that's the biggest pain because I'm a strong kid, like I said, Mr. Peterson, you know? I make the ground shake when it's necessary, but if it's completely out of my control, which I never had control over this,
right.
You know, I went to the courthouse thinking that we'll defend a man that cares for the child, and it was completely the opposite.
Yeah.
You know, they really hate men.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you're guilty for being a man out in public. So just by you standing the right way and standing for yourself, trying to be an alpha, they're going to throw the door on you. They're going to throw the book away on you. You know what I mean?
So, Tony, the pain is lost.
Unbearable.
Oh, okay. And what are you going to do about the pain?
I'm trying to endure the pain, Mr. Peterson, to be honest, my man. I was the type of kid, son, that I would go around. I hate to say this, but I was trying to look for pettiness from people or for somebody to understand how I felt. You know, the sadness in my heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always lean to the physical form of life of handling things. You understand me? I'm a good kind of guy handling things, and I put things together my way. You know, and I know how to walk it off. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand my language.
I do. I understand. But let me tell you this, because of time. Let me tell you this. The pain that you're going through now is one of the best times of your life. It's one of the best things that can ever happen.
Agent Slash is a greeting killer, bro. You can't get away from him. He's a counter, and he has fighting moves that make sense in a normal time.
It's the that comes from the thought, the darkness of imagination, and it's the ego pain that's dying. It's not you dying. It is dying, and it doesn't want to. It want you to overreact. It want you to try to do something to make the pain go away. It want you to take action. Do not take action against the pain. Just relax. Be all in for God. Let God handle this, and He will. Because this is the dark spirit that made a home in you that was passed down from your mother, and it will die. And it would tell you, oh, you're never going to see your daughter. You never this. Don't believe that. let it pass, and you will see amazing things start to happen for you. So let the pain.
So, Mr. Peterson?
Yeah, you get up every morning and every day. You get up and do your day. Go to work, and don't let anyone feel sorry for you. I would recommend you stop fighting with this woman and let God fight you.
Mr. Peterson.
And when your daughter calls, let me just hold on. And when your daughter calls, when your daughter call again and she asks why don't you come, just hey, your mother won't allow that to happen. She won't let me come or something like that, right? But I want you to endure this pain because it's the darkness that's been in your way all along. And that's why
they just united before Zap, and it's pretty close to Zap too. The Pikachu's not gonna have it
to die.
for a
So
while.
let it die. Be all in. Don't you put forth any effort in any way, not one way to stop the pain. It is.
I don't know how to stay still, Mr. Peterson.
The God light is.
I've been trying to do the silent prayer, Mr. Peterson, and I feel like my body in a physical form is trying to run off. I feel like the demons is moving my legs, my hands. I just want to like move around. I can't stand still. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Peterson. I have embraced and I'm trying to manifest the most that I can within my heart, the light of my soul. Because I honestly tell you that it has been a lot easier understanding your word and allowing myself to stay calm and stay in the present. That's the only way that I'm trying to stay.
I didn't mean to unite there.
Sane, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Mr. Peterson. Again, I know talking is cheap, but I'm a wild child, and it's hard to stay still and to think of all the things that that she's done to me. And I want to bring.
Oh no! Willie's at 1
HP. By the way, yo, I cannot stand no people from Texas, but you know what I mean. They're such a Luciferian, kiddo.
I know.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Say what?
But you gotta let it all go.
I do, Mr. Peterson. The problem is this.
The Willie Tough was at 1.
As a puppy, right? When I was a kid.
I meant to unite on the Zap, because I realized I wasn't gonna get the Pikachu. I choked.
No anger, no hate, no nothing.
We choked the Zap fight.
GG's. Be like, yo, son, I wanna be like that, you know, like go from 1 to 100 in less than a second. So I feel like I embraced.
GG.